Ever since anime started getting popular all over the world, there's always been a big desire for the more exaggerated over-the-top action shows with both outlandish characters and powers. Today we're going to take a look at 10 anime shows where the MC pretends to be weak but is actually overpowered. There are many good shows that pretend to be weak, but it's actually pretty strong. And overpowered, of course, main characters in anime shows. And here are the top 10 anime shows where the MC is pretending to be weak but it's actually OP. Enjoy the video and leave a like if you do. Well, of course, comment with some critique and suggestions as well for other top 10 anime videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. Number 10. Brownie Kenshin. In the revolutionary Meiji period, Japan is undergoing enormous political change. It is a time when vagabonds and terrorists will use any method to prevent the modernization of other countries, of course, with their country, that is. Even if it means trampling on the innocent in the process. In such a time, Himuro Kenshin, a wandering samurai, has dedicated his life to protecting the weak and desperate peasants from those who would oppress them. However, Kenshin has a dark past which threatens to destroy the values he is fighting for. When he meets his new friends at Kaoru, Sanosuke, and Yokihu, or Yahiku, and tries to build a peaceful life with them, events conspire against him. Number 9. Is No Stigma. Years after having been exiled from the Kanagi household for being unable to utilize their fire magic, Kazuma returns to Japan, only to discover that the Kanagi's family's very existence is threatened. Unknown to them, during his absence, he had become a contractor and thus acquired a vast strength in wind magic. Not showing any remaining contempt for them, he offers to solve the Kanagi household problems in return. That is only because with large sorts of money. Yes, large of it. A lot of money. Money solves everything, yeah? Number 8. Boongo Stray Dogs. Kicked out of his orphanage and on the verge of starving to death, Nakajima Atsushi meets some strange men. One of them, Dazai Osamu, is a suicidal man attempting to drown himself in broad daylight. The other, bespectacled Kunikira Doppo, nervously stands by flipping through a notepad. Both are members of the armed detective agency set to involve, incidents that even the military and police won't touch. Atsushi ends up accompanying them on a mission to eliminate a man-eating tiger that's been terrorizing the population. In the virtual city of Yokohama are individuals bearing the name of Boongo, literary masters, who possesses unusual powers likened to that name. Number 7. Blue Exorcist. Rin Okumuru is a seemingly ordinary boy living at a southern crossboys monastery. One day, however, Rin encounters a boy who has been possessed. Been possessed by a demon. Amidst the struggle, he not only awakens latent powers sealed within him, but also learns that he is the son of Satan. No longer able to stay under the protection of the church and with his very existence straddling the line between human and demon, Rin decides to fight against his parentage and joins the True Cross Order as an exorcist. Now the teen must attend the True Cross Academy and begin special exorcist training along his new comrades. Number 6. Goblin Slayer. Rumor has it that in a certain guild in the middle of nowhere there is an extraordinary man who has climbed all the way to the silver rank just by killing goblins. At the same guild, a priestess who's just become a new adventurer has formed her first party, and the man who ends up rescuing that party when they get into trouble is none other than the Goblin Slayer. Number 5. The 7 Deadly Sins. The Kingdom of Lions is thrown into turmoil when the king's holy knights are corrupted by a distinctively unholy demonic power. The land's only hope is a band of powerful warriors known as the Deadly Sins, an exiled group of oddballs who seem to spend as much time as fighting each other as they do fighting their enemies. Princess Elizabeth desperately seeks fighting. But she also seeks their aid. But the leader of her would-be saviors, of course, yes, they're just would-be saviors, turns out to be an undersized pervert with a broken blade and a talking pig. They are soon joined by a jealous giant, a fussy fairy, and an immortal bandit pinning over his lost love. Number 4. Mob Psycho 100. Kageyama Shigeo, aka Mob, is a boy who has trouble expressing himself, but who happens to be a powerful esper. Mob is determined to live a normal life and keeps his ESP suppressed, but when his emotions surge to a level of 100, something terrible happens to him. As he's surrounded by false espers, evil spirits, and mysterious organizers, what will the mob think? Number 3. The devil is a part-timer. When the Demon King Satan was facing his demise at the hands of hero Emilia, he had no choice but to quickly flee to another world with his demon general, LCL. However, upon their arrival, the twosome is taken back with a realization they have lost almost all of their magic. And moreover, were transformed into ordinary humans and are stranded in a magically otherworldly kind of place. Well, that's called Japan. To survive, the Demon King must now work as a part-time job at a fast food joint and attempt to adapt to modern society the best the pair can as Japanese citizens, all while screaming and scheming to rule over the country in the process. Number 2. Noragami Yato, the supposed god of calamity, is so far down the Shinto totem pole that he doesn't even have any followers or a shrine to call his own and has to do odd jobs to make ends meet. Worst of all, his aloof and somewhat goofy personality has just cost him his newest partner and best weapon, the holy weapon. When down on his luck, Yato is saved by an unfortunate soul called Hiyori. He's forced to take upon a brand new job to turn her back into a human and fix her supernatural out-of-body experiences. Number 1. One Punch Man. In a city plagued with thugs, mutants, and supervillains, Saitama decides to become a superhero for fun. He envisions an exciting life where he is constantly challenged with tough, and I mean tough opponents, but after 3 years of intense training, he's become so strong that he defeats every enemy with one punch. His dream of engaging, challenging, and even more foes has gone up a smoke, and his overpowered life is filled with overpowering boredom. The cyborg named Genos learns about Saitama's amazing ability and begs him to make him his disciple. Saitama isn't interested in taking on an apprentice, but Genos isn't giving up. Can he convince the disillusioned hero to teach him the secret of his strength? And will Saitama ever find a worthy adversary to battle? Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and our list. If you did, for real, make sure you slap that like button and get that like button to go blue. Also, feel free to head to the comment section and let us know your thoughts about this video too. And as for now, I'll catch you guys later. See ya!